Will Thailand ever recover from the COVID-19 outbreak? The world has been shaken by the COVID-19 pandemic. Most countries are really struggling to contain the outbreaks, and this has devastating consequences for the countries affected. In this video, we discuss how Thailand is going in their fight against the virus and what is the long-term prognosis for the country. Before we start, if you enjoy the content, can I ask you to subscribe and share this video as it really helps the channel. Also, make sure you press the bell icon so you know when future videos are uploaded. Thailand is a country that really relies on tourism and is probably the main employer in the country. Along with other circumstances that have been happening in Thailand, like the high Baht and the ever-changing laws that the government keep implementing, the COVID-19 virus has been like the straw that breaks the camel's back. Tourism numbers have somewhat been skewered by the high number of Chinese tourists who don't really contribute much to the small businesses that rely so heavily on tourist numbers. The COVID-19 virus has brought the tourism industry to its knees. With borders of most countries closed and the rules to get into Thailand very strict, tourists who would still love to travel to the country cannot. Thailand is a country that has no pension system or social security, unlike a lot of Western countries, but the government has introduced a stimulus package for salary workers. This is only a short-term fix. But for the majority, if there is no income, then they are unable to pay their bills or may even struggle to eat. Thailand is a Buddhist country, so one thing about the Thai people is they will help each other and share in times of need. Tourism cities like Pattaya, Phuket, Chiang Mai, Koh Samui, etc. are really struggling at the moment. They are like ghost towns. What are their futures going to be like if travellers cannot return? The Thai government are talking about opening up their borders soon and having what's called travel hubs with certain countries. The problem there is, will confidence return to travellers from Western countries to want to travel back to Thailand? Money is going to be tight for everyone. Will the Chinese tourist dollars return? Will the Thai government implement measures to attract tourists back to Thailand? Will the Thai baht stay strong? Personally, I think along with many countries in the world, Thailand and its people are in a lot of trouble. Equality are at extremes in Thailand, with the richest 1% owning over 60% of the wealth. Poverty is something that has been improving over the years, but poverty will return to a vast portion of the population. It could be years before things get back to normal, and what is the new normal? The world's economy is in a lot of trouble, and going on holidays and travelling could be something that, as part of the new normal, will be difficult to do. As a traveller myself, and not being able to leave Australia, it has become frustrating, but I am lucky at the moment to live in a country which is managing the virus and my income has not been affected too much. I long to be able to return to Thailand and experience the people and culture, but I fear that may not happen anytime soon and maybe will not be able to ever return. I fear for the Thai people. Will the government be able to cope with the tough times ahead? I hope so, for Thailand's sake.